Money makes the world go round, they say, and how money changes hands is changing rapidly in this digital world. We're going to learn all about this and so much more on this episode of Techopia Live. Welcome to this episode of Techopia Live here at TechTuesday at the Brook Street Hotel. My name is Riaz Sidi, and today it's all about from cash to code, how the digital financial world is changing day by day very rapidly. Here in Canada and across the world, finance is being disrupted, and we're learning all about how stablecoins and digital currencies and open banking are playing into that. So join me as I speak to our guests here all about the future of finance in the world.
About open banking for a lot of time. I really think digital assets, particularly with stablecoin infrastructure, is the future to open banking. It's kind of skipping the whole open banking 1.0, which Canada kind of missed, if I can be very blunt about this, and going directly to that digital financial infrastructure that is really embedded and in real time and open to different stakeholders within the ecosystem.
What Ottawa could do to help this industry thrive is really push through the regulations that are more commercial positive and to work with the industry to kind of set the rules of the game so that we can compete in the markets like in the US and in Europe.
The options that policymakers have aren't especially creative or novel or different. Financial sector regulation has been around for a long time. It's quite developed. It's quite mature. There aren't any new risks. They're all the same risks, just materializing in slightly different ways. So a lot of the time, the frameworks we have provide for a pretty solid foundation. They just need to be updated to account for the new players that are entering the ecosystem and delivering these kinds of financial services.
This episode is made possible by Fidus Systems.
Founded in 2001 and based in Canada North, Fidus helps its customers innovate, design, and deliver. Fidus transforms ideas into the product that you've imagined. The award-winning team at Fidus are specialists in FPGA design, embedded software, hardware, ASIC RTL design and verification, and signal integrity. Fidus customers appreciate the precision-driven, first-time right approach, with a 99% success rate and a 95% return rate. Fidus collaborates with many of the world's market leaders, including AMD, Cisco, Google, and Tesla. Fidus continues to set the standard for innovation and technical excellence. Fidus was recently awarded the prestigious AMD Partner of the Year, standing out among 39 AMD Premier Partners for its unmatched expertise. Fidus was also recognized as the Tech Company of the Year at the Best Ottawa Business Awards, celebrating its industry leadership, business achievements, and community impact. Book a design consult today by visiting fidus.com.
Stablecoins are not, they don't equal a meme coin or whatever crypto you've heard about on the news where somebody has lost money. Stablecoins, if they're done correctly, they're very safe. They're stable, hence the name, and they work hand in hand with the legacy financial system. And this is a great way, especially for Canada, where we're a bit more conservative, to get in line with the rest of the world and the future of finance.
I think it really has to do with the startups. I think, working alongside Wesley Clover and having the Tech Hub community in Canada is really going to provide that foundation of those young faces coming in, but also that experience within the tech community here.
been coming to TechTuesday for quite some time, for multiple years, I would say. There's a lot of my friends who come with me, like former colleagues. So one thing is to catch up with each other. You know, we get to catch up with each other's like job changes. It's great for networking as well. I've met a ton of contacts here. And in fact, I just switched jobs and joined Fullscript like a month ago, which is a company in Ottawa. And it's because of connections I've made at places like TechTuesday, where I had met a eng director who's at Fullscript. I met her like 5 years ago, and she's the one who actually recruited me to join Fullscript recently.
This episode of Techopia Live is brought to you by our incredible sponsors.
EY, building a better working world. Fidus Systems, specialists in electronic product development. Perley Robertson, Hill & McDougall, Ottawa's longtime leader in business and technology law. The University of Ottawa Faculty of Engineering, developing the next generation of tech talent.
Another amazing event here at Brook Street Hotel. TechTuesday was full of so many people. We learned so much from our guests here about the evolution of the financial system and how stablecoins is the hot new thing in this world. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Techopia Live. We'll see you next time.